when a recession or a bust comes, you don't have to sell, hopefully. Hey, this is Matt Pichet, the Fruitful Investor and your investing coach. And today's video is how to survive a Canadian housing bubble or a recession. Now, a strategic and historic investor will look to the past and see what is likely going to happen. What we do know is that this is the second longest bull market we've ever had. The first one was in the 2008 recession and the whole period before that, and we know what happened in 2008, 2009. Not to say that's gonna happen again in that proportion now, but we do know what is likely going to come ahead from looking at history, okay? So we know what's likely gonna happen, so what should we do? So number one, we wanna buy with a long-term intention in case the housing market does correct or an economic recession does come. We do know there's a lot of talk right now about the stock market being overvalued and it's about to burst at any moment. It's historically high. It's never been this high before. Again, this is the second longest bull market. The financial markets are very not predictable, but in historic terms, very predictable in terms of what comes after a boom. A recession and a correction always comes after a boom in the stock market, and the economic cycles and majority of spread over Canada and America are booming. So we know what is likely gonna happen. Again, we don't know how hard it's gonna hit, but we know what's likely gonna come, okay? So buy with long-term intention. I always say that you wanna buy with at least a 5-year plan. Now, if you're buying specifically in the Toronto and the GTA area, you really wanna bump that up to a 7 to 10-year plan minimum, because we don't know what's gonna happen. If a correction does come, you want to be strategic and try to ride through that correction, because what comes after a slump or a correction, okay? The boom cycle again. It goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up again. It always follows that pattern. Now again, how big the boom goes or how big the bust goes, that can never be predicted, but we do know what's likely coming. So you want to buy with a long-term intention. Again, like I said, I would say at least a 7 to 10-year plan, just because we don't know what's coming. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, so you want to be strategic. That's all. It's not a big deal that the market is booming right now. That's fine. If you want to get in the market, it's still very smart, but just have a longer term plan to protect yourself so you don't get caught with your pants down when you try and sell 3-4 years from now when we might be in a recession. Okay? And if the recession does come, and it will, but how bad we don't know, but when it does come, you want to stay in the market. Again, this is the benefit that long-term real estate investors have. When a recession or a bust comes, you don't have to sell, hopefully. Hopefully not in a situation personally where you need to have money for your life or whatever, but as a real estate investor, as a sophisticated business owner, okay, you do not have to sell when the market goes bust. We can wait it out until the market picks up again, as it always does. Remember, this is a cycle, always up, always down, and always back up again. So if you can ride it out and stay in the market, you will win almost every single time. Can't guarantee that little slogan there, but you will likely always win if you stay in the market and sell at a time like right now, where we're in a gigantic boom. When the slump comes, just wait for the next one and you will be laughing. Everybody will say, man, you're so lucky. Yeah, when we're strategic investors, we often get lucky, don't we, okay? So we wanna stay in the market when and if the recession does come. And again, when it comes, step number 3, we wanna up our management, because there's gonna be a lot of people uncertain about the market, lots of tenants maybe not wanting to move from the current situation because it's too risky out there. Okay, this is the mentality people get when it's in a recession. So there's gonna be less tenants looking for properties typically in a recession. So what do we have to do as strategic investors to continue getting rent? We have to up our management. We have to renovate our properties better. We have to treat our tenants better so that the ones we do have, we don't want them to leave, because we don't want to be looking for tenants in the middle of a recession, okay? I have strategies to help you do that, to still find great tenants, but we don't want to be there. We want to keep the tenants we have, and that's That can be done by giving them gifts on their birthdays, definitely giving them gifts at Christmas time, responding to all of their maintenance needs, just being an astute landlord and being on top of things and showing your tenants that you care so that they can stay there and ride out the recession. Okay, so those are the 3 things that we want to do and how to survive the housing bubble or the recession that is likely going to come in the next couple of years. Again, can't predict when or how hard, but we can look at history and see that something is definitely gonna come. When the pendulum swings really high and there's a lot of demand, it's booming, okay, it often comes crashing back down to center rather quickly. Okay, the higher it goes quick, the quicker it comes down. So ideally we want a nice stable market, you know, where it just kind of does this, which is what Kitchener-Waterloo specifically has done for the past 20 years. You know, a very boring 4 to 6% appreciation rate. Okay, now the past 2 years we're up to 30, 40%. I've even seen properties up to 60% appreciation in 1 year. Outrageous. Okay, so something is definitely gonna come and I hope it does. Like you've heard me say many times, I cannot wait for a correction to come. Why? Because I am still in the acquiring phase of my real estate business. Now, a lot of my partners and friends and clients are in the later stages of their real estate investing career and they would rather not have a crash in the market or something like that. So, okay, pros and cons to each type of investor and where you are in your life. But that's the video. If you learned anything, if you like this video, please click like right below this video. And to watch more videos, you'll see them right here. So pick from those videos and don't forget to check out my real estate investing apprenticeship program right about here to find out how I can help you invest in real estate one-on-one. See you in the next video.